Awesome. Hi, guys. Good morning again, almost good afternoon. We are testing out our live streaming equipment, and we're trying to make sure that the audio for YouTube is working. We've been having some trouble with it, so it's just been something we've been working on, and we're hopeful that you can hear us well and that this microphone is actually picking us up, or myself up, and not the internal sound from the cell phone. So again, we've been having trouble with our live streaming equipment for the past couple Sundays, so we really appreciate those of you who have joined us and have worked through this with us, but we are hopeful that we are going to be able to provide you a live stream worship experience that is without distractions, right? Good audio, good visual, and that you can be worshiping here with us from the other side of your screen. So we have been testing different platforms, different cameras, different streaming software, and we have been reading Matthew 5, which is the Beatitudes and part of the Sermon on the Mount, the words from Jesus. So again, thank you for joining us, and we're going to start a new translation. So we have done King James and New King James, which, if you look at all of the translations of the Bible, they are on the word-for-word translation side of our spectrum. So our word-for-word translation side is taking the Hebrew, Greek, Aramaic, and translating it as literally as they can into English. And so we are headed towards the middle of our translation spectrum, right? Word to word, and we head over to thought for thought. And that's going to be the essence of what the translators believed that the Bible was trying to say, but we're actually going to stop right in the middle between word to word and thought for thought. We're going to read today, or read for this live stream, New International Version. So we've heard King James, we've heard New King James, and now we're hearing New International Version. So leave a comment about what version you prefer to read, what version you enjoy, and what version maybe is kind of difficult to hear or to read for you. For me, King James is probably one of the trickier ones, but New International Version, NIV, is right in the middle, and I think we get a good understanding of what the Bible is trying to tell us. So let's read Matthew. I am using my comparative study Bible. This has New International, King James, Amplified, and New American Standard inside of it. So we, again, are reading from Matthew, which is our Beatitudes. Matthew is the first book of the New Testament, and that is included in the Gospel. So our 4 books in the New Testament, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, are considered our Gospels, which is the birth, life, ministry, miracles, and death of Jesus. So let us begin our Beatitudes, Matthew chapter 5. Now when he saw the crowd, he went up on the mountainside and sat down. His disciples came to him and he began to teach them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, and they will be fulfilled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven. For in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled by men. You are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before men, that they may see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven. Do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. I tell you the truth, until heaven and earth disappear, not the smallest letter, not the least stroke of a pen will be any means disappear from the laws until everything is accomplished. Anyone who breaks one of the least of these commandments and teaches others to do the same will be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever practices and teaches these commands will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I tell you that unless your righteousness surpasses that of the Pharisees and the teachers of the law, you will certainly not enter the kingdom of heaven. You have heard that it was said to the people long ago, do not murder. And anyone who murders will be subject to judgment. But I tell you that anyone who is angry with his brother will be subject to judgment. Again, anyone who says to his brother, Raka, is answerable to the Sanhedrin. But anyone who says, you fool, will be in danger of the hellfire. Therefore, if you are offering your gift at the altar and there remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift there in front of the altar.